The beauty of psalm space is all-encompassing. It's so much bigger than what you or I could ever imagine. We have so much inside of us that we don't even know exists. To know that other people feel this, that you're not alone, that there is help in the world for you.
For you that I hadn't told, my name is Ron Blackwood. It doesn't mean anything, but my mama gave it to me, so I'm proud of it. Would really appreciate you coming. All right, we're gonna see just about a 18-minute little video here, and then I got something very special afterwards. I think you'll really be mightily blessed.
Here we go. Great, Neil. How are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. All right, awesome.
All right, so here's bar 1 for 3. Everyone, please, 1 for 3.
Well, I grew up in a small town in Illinois. A very idyllic situation, I think. My mom was a teacher, my dad was a businessman. They were very much in love and had faith as their cornerstone. It was very Midwestern. Music was really always a part of me. I mean, my brother and sister were both, and still are, extremely musical. And I started playing piano when I was 5 years old, flute at the age of 7, and started really composing right after that. I've lived all over, from LA to Florida to Chicago, Minneapolis. The life of a musician is just beautiful.
She's super creative. She's an amazing composer, pianist, flute player, singer, teacher. She's done so much, and I don't even know about her whole life. I'm still learning things about her all the time, you know? Oh, I performed here. Oh, I have a degree in this. Oh, I lived in that city.
A person like Peg is really fantastic to interact with because there's always that uplifting spirit.
She's an amazing musician. She's played Carnegie Hall. She tours the world. She's an amazing classical musician. I heard her classical record, and I just thought it was wonderful. And I thought, I want to work with this artist. She's amazing. And so I reached out to her.
I'd made a flute CD with an orchestra in London a couple years ago. And he was kind of taken with it. Contacted me and said, we need to do this. Never heard of Neil. So I kind of looked him up and I thought, wow, that's impressive. And I met Neil. And I thought that's even more impressive.
I first heard about Psalm Space on the phone with Peg, and she told me she had started composing some pieces and was putting something together.
She kind of disappeared on me for about the last 6 months. Every once in a while, she'd just be hunched over in front of the computer, and then she'd be out on the piano and then back on the computer. And she put a lot of work into composing all the various settings.
Started working on the arrangements. She was working on the composition, and she sent them up to me, and I said, this is just wonderful. Let's keep going.
I'm so thrilled that he wanted to make this work.
Projects like this, I don't experience a whole lot. I often am kind of in the position where somebody has an idea, and I just come in and play the right notes, But this project's not really like that. I mean, and though she wrote, specific things to be played. I think it's cool that she left space to the players, that we all love and trust each other, and that something cool is going to happen.
We want to get the best performances out of everybody. We're hiring people that we know are really good at what they do.
There's definitely something to be said about having an actual orchestra of people. It makes it human.
Wow.
It's gorgeous.
First tears.
First tears. We got them.
tears.
We win.
I
Very helpful.
love it.
Yeah.
The sound is the most important thing to me sometimes. And the sound is there.
Yeah, well, the
now I
sound's the
can
easy
work
part.
on the itty
Well,
bitty.
But that's what makes it music. That's what makes it art. You know, when you spend so much time trying to get the sound, then you don't have time to do the rest of this. So.
Yeah.
So Peg magnanimously decided that if she was going to do this project, she would use the talents available to us in the family.
It means so much. I wanted them. I wrote them in the parts. I wanted them here.
As a stepdaughter too, it's fun to watch her and be involved in a project with her because then I'm creating side by side with her.
Her family is amazing. They're all amazing musicians. Every one of them is classically trained. They're actually world class.
Being in a musical family is, I think, quite centering, and then at the same time, it really keeps you on your toes because you're always hearing about what everyone else is doing. You have to know who you are as a person, and you can't compare yourself to the other person. It's super important.
There's always that thing in the back of your mind that you want to be better than your sibling and stuff like that. But that was a long time ago, when we were kids, and now it's just really great to be able to participate together in a musical context and just trust everybody's abilities.
It's really amazing to have something that bonds every single person in the family, and they all relate to it differently, but they all value it so much. And so I think it's even a part of the love in each relationship with each other. It's a part of our expression.
Oh, I'm proud of my kids. It's great to hear them play and watch them perform.
And just knowing that I was going to see my family and get the chance to create effective music for a project that actually has meaning to me it was just a really, really overpowering thought.
Even though I walk through the valley of death, I will fear no evil. I will fear no evil. For you are with me. Lord, your staff will comfort me. You have prepared a table before me
When I decided to make the Psalms into a project, I took the Psalms that spoke to me. For instance, wait on the Lord, sing to the Lord a new song, rejoice in Him. The Lord will pick you up out of a bad place, put you up on a rock, save you from your enemies, save you from the things that are troubling you. I had a lot of, and still suffer from, a lot of anxiety, depression, and it was undiagnosed. I drank a lot because of it. From there, it became just really bad, and it was my escape from everything. I would go on stage and not be in a good shape, but I could just do it. At the age of 32, I had some really bad stuff happening with my body, and I said, something's gotta change. And I got some great family advice. I went into some programs and really worked hard, and it's been a long time, but over 20 years ago was my last any kind of drinking for me, and it changed my life for the better. It was scary. It also made my anxiety, depression come to the surface. It was a hard road, and still is some days. Some days it's minutes, some days it's hours. My parents and my family were so supportive through everything. My mom, she always believed in me, even when I didn't believe in myself, to the day that she died. She's still with me. I feel her here, right now. At the end of her life, I used to go in and play for her on my flute. And she used to just sit and listen and smile. And her last words were, never put down your flute, Peggy. Never put it down.
Whom shall I fear? The Lord is my light and my salvation. Light and my salvation. In whom shall I fear? Whom shall I fear?
I don't know if I'd be doing what I would be doing today if I hadn't had all this happen before. It gives you this inner confidence and drive. It's a drive that's unexplainable, that like it has to happen. It needs to happen. And I keep saying legacy. It's a legacy project.
All right, cool. So here, let's just run it again, and let us run that whole section. Right from the top. Here it goes. 1, 2, 3.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done as it is in heaven.
Bravo. You're hired. Oh, you already are hired? I'm just teasing. Fantastic job. Fantastic.
I realized that more than just a musical accomplishment, and this is a fine musical accomplishment, it's also an accomplishment in a spiritual sense for her personally.
Her mom, her dad, her personal struggles, my dad's hardship, those Psalms got them through those times, or they clung on to them.
And this really helped her heal when she read the Psalms. And so she decided to put it to music.
The Psalms are amazing. The gravity of what they are. They're music for the soul. The Lord's Prayer came from an inspiration that my mother was saying before she died. She kept reciting the Lord's Prayer, and I said, I need to write a new take on the Lord's Prayer.
This is an expression of her soul, so it's extremely profound to understand her soul on a deeper level. It's something that could only be done through an artistic medium.
Even though they're written many, many, many centuries ago, we can take those ideas and make them so applicable to what's going on today. How many people are scared? Well, a lot of people are scared. What are you scared of? Don't know. Scared of dying? Maybe. Well, I'm telling you, don't be scared of it. Rejoice in it. Rejoice in the fact that we have this life and there's something better waiting for us.
Everybody carries around a certain amount of pain, and it comes to the surface in various ways. And so Psalm Space is one place where people maybe can take a step back, reclaim some of themselves that maybe is lost.
And she wanted to not make it just such a somber thing. She wanted to, make it uplifting and inspirational, to help people heal.
I think hope and optimism is one of the most amazing qualities that I always feel Peg emanates. She just has it, it's there. And that will be evident in the music too.
The beauty is there's a lot of people out there hurting and they need this message. And we all need it. We all need healing. We all have something in our life that maybe wasn't what we thought it was going to be. We might need that inspiration, and that's what this is about. So from this, I wanted people to know that you are loved. There is light in this world. There is a message for each and every person. There's beauty in everything around you if you're willing to see it. There's a reason why we're here. We might not know what it is. There's something better for each and every one of us.
The lady that this life is all about, changing lives, seeing people at their very best. How about it for Miss Peg Luke, ladies and gentlemen, and her husband. Give her a hand, Peg. And her husband, Jack.
It was a 2-year project, and it really started out from grief into joy, and from parents passing and friends passing and not being able to explain why, into something greater than me. So to explain it to you is very hard, but God is at work. You are here, which is really neat. Where this goes, I have no idea. We're ready for whatever happens. So that's why we're here, and that's why you're here. And every soul that's here will be a part of this from now on. So I'm so glad to have you here at the Psalm Space family.
We all agree there's a message of hope that needs to be
Yes.
put out in front of the world. And Psalm 46 has a special place in my heart, and I probably wouldn't be here without the end of Psalm 46. We're just part of a much bigger plan here that you get by doing that. Be still and know I am. Be still, I know I am. Be still and know I am. You can entertain yourself with this all day if you want. But anyway, I love to bring that kind of message to people that are just like me, the way I was maybe 10, 15 years ago. It's important.
It's so motivating and inspiring to see what you've created. And let me add, I just got married in April. I would have walked down the aisle to the Lord's Prayer, your version of the Lord's Prayer, had I known it existed. There's an energy about it that I haven't heard in anything else. It's just, you have a gift.
And just appreciate the sisterhood that I have felt with you from the very moment I entered the studio with you, and it's a blessing to be a part of a dream.
You're amazing. I'm just so excited for what God is doing.
Let's give her a hand. I
Yeah,
like that. Young lady right next to you, you like
You haven't heard it all. Just wait.
Thank you so much, and God bless you. And is that it?
Thank you for coming.
You'll see it soon.